Hey, what's up everybody? Mr. B here with Montezuma Martial Arts Academy out of Dolores, Colorado. So, going over our orange to purple belt techniques. We are getting ready to move out of the beginner realm and into the intermediate realm. So we're going to talk about our blocks. Now, one of the things that we start getting into in our orange to purple belt blocks is that we are going to start being a little bit more dynamic with our blocking, okay? So, usually you have two types of movements. You have your static movement, which is holding still while you perform and execute your block. And then we have what we call dynamic moves, where we're generally doing a block on the move. Okay, so this is our introduction to dynamic blocking. We are going to not only be blocking, but we are going to be moving with those blocks. So our first block that we need to move from orange to purple is our outward extended. Now let's talk about what our hand is doing. A normal outward block looks like this, okay? My knuckles are facing my opponent, my arm is just outside of my shoulder. When I do an extended outward block, I'm actually going to turn my knuckles so that they're facing me, and I'm going to extend just a little bit more in front. I still want to get outside of the shoulder, just barely. So here is like my normal guard, but I want to see that movement into position right here. That is an extended outward block. I'm going to turn those knuckles so that they're facing me, and then I'm going to reach just a little bit forward. So when you look at it from the side, here's my outward block. It stays a little bit close to me, and then my extended outward block extends just a little bit, but I still keep a bend in that elbow. So now we're going to go ahead and add the footwork to it. Now, we're only going to add a step drag. And what I want you to do is when you do this movement, you want to go ahead and step, drag, and as this back foot catches up, that's when you want to execute your block. So you don't want to be blocking here and then catching up. You want to be executing and then settle as that back foot catches up. Boom. So I move in, I extend, I move in, I extend from the side so you guys can see my feet, and back, and back, and back. Okay? So that is your extended outward block. Working those feet with our step drag. Now, our next block is probably the best block in all of martial arts, our double parry, okay? Once you guys get really, really good at the martial arts, you will start to notice double parries everywhere. And this is where we start learning the idea of a primary and a secondary block. So we're learning how to block twice. Now, we can do this a couple of different ways. We can block the same hand twice. If we need to block two hands, okay, that is also available there. Our first hand can turn into more of a strike if it needs to be. This becomes an enormously versatile and incredibly useful tool in your martial arts toolbox. So we're going to start by doing an inside parry and then an outside parry. So my inside parry always starts, and the reason why we start with our inside motion is when you think about natural body mechanics, all of your vitals are on your center line. So when you think about what happens when you get scared, you shut down and you move towards the middle. So when we do an inside parry, we're building off of our body's natural idea that it already has to move towards the center to protect the vitals. That is why we do the inside parry first and not the other way around. Your body wants to go to the center to protect its vitals. And so we do our inside parry followed by our outside parry. We're going to be blocking to the same side. So if you notice, my right hand moves to my left hand is just staying on my left side as a cover. And there's my step drag. Now, I usually like to work my timing so that my front hand and my back hand move together. So front hand, front foot, back hand, back foot. And you'll notice my front hand begins to move back into a more normal guard position. So from here, we just practice inside as we step, outside as we catch up. A little bit faster, boom, back, and back, and back. Good, one more time. Nice. This side right here, parry, and back, parry, and back. Good. So again, not a whole lot of new basic requirements, mostly because this is where we start getting into katas. You have a lot to learn as an orange belt, and we don't want to overload you with a whole bunch of new blocks. Anyway, guys, if you like what you're seeing, please like and subscribe. Make sure you share with your friends. And until next time, train hard, fight fast, score first. Asai.